Hello to everyone. I'm your mentor, Srikant Hugar. Welcome you all to the Hugar Social Academy. Dear viewers, it's a glad to see that all of you are watching my videos. Don't forget to like, share, as well as subscribe. And one very important thing to be say to you that be tuned up to the end of the video, which will help you to learn more regarding that video instead of skipping of just for 4 to 5 minutes. If you watch the whole video, it will help you a lot to understand that topic. As we were studying regarding the different forms of social challenges, and in that social challenges, we have understood about the child labor as well as the child marriage. Today, we are going to learn regarding the topic regarding the exploitation of the women in the form of harassment. Okay, in the form of which one? In the form of harassment. Harassment to which one? To the women. Now, when we are using the word called as a harassment, okay, when we are using the word called as a harassment, one thing it comes in the mind. What is this harassment? Okay, harassment is nothing but it is in the form of exploitation. And exploitation, it will be not in one form. We see the exploitation in the different form, like domestic violence, brutal hitting, rapes, murders, forcing them to the prostitution, taking them as a slave, kidnapping, right? It is specific. Specific regarding the women itself. So these things are being seen, right? Few more example, if it is been said, dowry is an example, throwing out of the house is an example, burning of the body is an example, and moreover, pressure to the mental as well as the physical. These all are nothing but they are the part of the harassment of the woman. Now, if we talk about the topic called as a dowry, okay. Now, dowry it is nothing but varadakshina. Okay, what it is? Varadakshina it is been said. Vara it refers to the which one? To the boy. And Dakshina it is nothing but it's a gift. It was there. It has came as a form of custom. In the Indian tradition, it has came in the form of custom during the time of the marriage. Okay, the girl family will give the Vara Dakshina to the whom? To the boy family. The concept of giving the Vara Dakshina is what? The father uh, of the daughter want that the daughter should live happily. She should not face any sort of problems to so that to please and to take the proper care of the daughter. It tries to please to the home to the boy family in the form of providing them as a varadakshina. But this varadakshina nowadays has become one of the biggest problem, or we can say indirectly, it is nothing but it's exploiting to the home to the woman, where in the dowry she's been forced to bring the different forms of materials, whether in the form of material or in the form of money, which we say as a cash in this form. If she doesn't does this, she will be beaten, she will be thrown out of the house, she will be treated as a slave, she will be used, the very rough to rough vulgar words will be used, she will be blamed. Not only she will be blamed, but whole family members will be blamed. These all things, it totally damages the mentally as well as the physically. So one of the biggest ill effect we can say that, where she loses it, her status, her dignity, self-respect, what she is having with her, everything will what she will lose. It's because of continuous domestic conflicts. One day, husband and wife quarreled. Husband become very angry on the wife. The very next day, the father-in-law or the mother-in-law they become very angry on the way on that girl, or someday altogether they become angry on the girl, blamed in front of the society, in front of the neighbors. These all things creates a too much of bad development of the, or we can say exploitation of the woman, and this converts into the what, that family relationship, a good relationship which is been there, it will be broken. There will be no peace. There will be always clash will be there, which converts into the form of what it is, that the day comes when the girl becomes so much of tired of these all things, which converts her to take a very very dangerous steps, like hanging herself, jumping into the well, taking the poison, converting herself into the prostitute business. These are there because of which one? Because of the continuous force of the home of the boy family. And why it is there? Because she did not fulfill according to their wishes. These have converted the biggest problem, and due to this reason, even we are seeing that even even regarding the birth of the child also, this exploitation. Birth of the child in the form of what? If the girl is giving the birth to the boy family is very very happy. If the girl is giving the birth to the baby girl, then they are very sad, very sad, and she has to continue take that pressure up to the next again. There is a newborn baby again. If she is a girl baby, then again it's a biggest problem. These things are being nowadays day by day they are rising. Due to the this itself, it has been found that the importance where it is given to the way to the boy has caused that there is a big gap has been arose between the birth ratio of boy as well as the girl. Now, to overcome over this, it has decided by the government to have some prohibition. So, Prohibition of Dowry Act 1961. What it is? Prohibition of Dowry Act 1961. Okay, this Prohibition of Dowry Act 1967. What? Sorry, 1961. What it speaks? It says regarding that those all who are will indulge in this sort of activity, right? Exploitation activity. If it is been found, if dowry is been taken, if it is been found, 5,000 penalty was been fixed earlier. It's about earlier, but now it's not 5,000. Okay, it's regarding the sending that person to the way to the jail. And how many years jail will be there? If it is not, jail will be of 5 years and penalty of near about 50,000 sorry 15,000 rupees as a penalty dowry. If it has been found that the boy family is been forcing the girl family to in the way in the dowry. So Prohibition of Dowry Act 1961, its provision. Now what it says that 5 years of jail with how much of what? 15,000. Okay. Moreover, according if any person comes under this act, Prohibition of Dowry Act, okay, and if he has been found culprit, if it has been found, then that person even he will be not get like non-bailable warrant, where he will be not allowed to be released outside the jail, nor it's a regarding the non-negotiable, non-bailable and non-negotiable, which comes under the Indian Penal Code, which comes under the Indian Penal Code and Indian Criminal Penal Code. According to that, if anybody has been caught, non-bailable and non-negotiable. Non-bailable in the sense they will not get the opportunity to come out of the jail. Non-negotiable in the sense in this case no negotiable work is been done. Okay, definitely it happens when the any complaint is been done, and if the boy is in the jail, or the any, if it has been there, then they will try to negotiate is been done. If negotiate happens, then the case will be withdrawn. So when case is withdrawn, automatically that person will also come out of the jail. But in this case, there is non-bailable warrant and non-negotiable it is there. So one must and should try to stop her, and there are many are there. The society, educated society, is having that power to stop the dowry. The big mass media is having the power to stop it, right? Mass media, biggest role played by educationist. Apart from education, other all people who are called as a social workers, everyone can together, they can join. Voluntary organizations can come forward to stop this dowry. And if dowry is being stopped, the girl child will remain very happily in the house. See, none of the father want that their child or their daughter should live unhappily in her husband house. So for that, what proper measures has to be taken will be taken by the father. It's a father responsibility. But in the same way, it is a responsibility of even of the boy family to take the care of that girl which has came from the way from the other house, and now she is going to live here for the permanently, who is going to convert, move to the one generation to the another generation. So she has to be taken very proper care. But being having these also, it has been found that the girl child, the girl child, right? She is being till yet she has to gain a dignity and status. And this is only possible if it is being properly, it is being stopped. But somewhere we are seeing that the girl is being killed. The girl or the baby girl is being killed. Now, what form of killing it is being that? It is called as a female. Female, it is called as a suicide. What is this? It means that if the girl is being pregnant, and if she is going to give the birth to the way to the child, okay, and if the father-in-law or mother-in-law or the husband or other person or family members, they hear that or they got to know that the baby which has been growing in her womb, right, that is girl, that is what, girl. So they try to kill her, or killing of the baby in the womb. We call it as what? Call it as female suicide. Killing of the baby in the womb itself, which is once again one of the very harmful act. It's nothing but will be considered as a murder itself, killing of the baby. And when it happened, when the family members got to know that the baby which is growing in the womb, it is what? It's a girl. In the same way, there is one more word. It's called female infanticide. It is okay. What it is that? Infanticide. Now, what this is that? Now, this is regarding the killing of the baby after the birth. After the birth, when it got to know that, the parents got to know that the baby which has been taken birth, it's a girl. Okay. So, killing of the baby after the birth is referred as an infanticide. Killing of the baby in the womb, it is called as a suicide. Okay. Now, to stop these both, the act is being passed. Prohibition. Okay. Prohibition of prenatal. Prohibition of prenatal gender. Prohibition of prenatal gender determination. Determination Act. Okay, this is here. So when you, if this act say is presently saving to the whom, to the birth of the babies, determination test act it is. Okay. Now, what type of role will be played by this act? See, when we enter into any of the maternity hospital, this will be the first, it will be written down. Okay. Why it will be there? According to this act, the doctor has to perform his duty in the form of not giving the information to the boy parent or the girl parent related to the child, that whether it is a boy or whether it is a girl, it is been in the way in the womb of the mother. Okay, only they have to take the proper care of the child up to the birth. It is there, right? So no illegal activity has to be done. If it is been found, the doctor is going to be penalized, and the doctor may lose his doctorship permanently or doctorate degree permanently. He will be not allowed to have any sort of to do any sort of activity related to the checking or the taking the care of the patients. He will be not allowed. So permanently he is going to lose the license. Doctorate degree will can be cancelled, and even he may be thrown into the jail. Not only he will be thrown, those all who are the part of killing of the baby, they will be also, whether it is a girl family or whether it is a boy family. Okay, so here this provision of prenatal gender dysphoria test act has been brought up, and these all are been there. Okay, why these killings are been going on? It's because of the poverty. It's because of the illiteracy. It's because of the burden to the way to the dowry. See, poverty, illiteracy, burden of the vision of the dowry. It is been there, and very important, what, ignorance, no proper care. This has brought up the biggest problem in the way in the killing of the babies. This is the reason the gap has been arose lot between the boy as well as between the whom between the girl. Presently, if you look over 1,000 men, if we compare 1,000 men to 1,000 men, 943 girls are there, which shows there is a big recovery has to be done in the growth of the girl child. So for that, proper precautionary measures if it has been taken, then only we can have a proper birth as well as the growth of the ratio of the female or the girl child also. So this was all regarding to the which one, regarding to the harassment of whom, harassment of the women in the form of dowry, in the form of female suicide, and in the form of female infanticide. Okay, so this chapter is a very general topic which speaks related to some of the major social problems which presently it is being faced by the home by the society. So let us join together our hand to eradicate this dowry system, this female infanticide, suicide, moreover our child marriage as well as the child labor. So this was all regarding the chapter called as a social challenges. Let me come with a new more topic in my next session with one more new interesting topic, whether from any, it may be the part political science, economics, business study, geography, or it may be from the history. Let us meet in our next session.